Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. It's Saturday afternoon. Another video from me today, guys. Hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, this one's going to be just a little video looking at Liverpool's squad depth and looking at what we expect from Bobby Firmino this season. Obviously, Bobby was played with injuries last season, never got back to his best. A lot of people say he's finished. Yeah, so we're going to talk about it today. Yeah, and so like I say, yeah, Brody's okay now. Thank you for everyone who was asking last night. Yeah, he's fine now. Thank you very much, everybody. Yeah, so let's talk about the squad depth, Bobby Firmino, all that good stuff coming up on the video today. Don't forget, guys, if you have subscribed, or if you haven't subscribed, subscribe now, guys. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, all the good stuff. And let's have a good show. Obviously, tonight I'm back as well, 8 p.m. Don't forget that, guys. It's the big debate show tonight. Thierry Henry versus Suarez, Luis Suarez. Who was the best and why? We're going to break that down tonight. Got a load of guests on for that as well. So it should be a good showing, all guys. So yeah, let's do this. Hope everyone's doing well. Big up Statman already in the chat. Big up the legend, it's Jamie. I hope you're well, mate. I hope your son's feeling better. Big up everyone in chat. Big up to you, my man. Matthew, ain't seen you in a while. Matthew, how you doing? A local West Ham fan, a local Hammer in the house. Jamie, long time no see. Sorry, I've been here recently doing my GCSEs. How did they go, mate? Do you feel like you've done well? Feel like you've done well? I hope you've done well, mate. Big up the legend, Jamie. I want to give a special shout out to my good mate and fellow co-host, Statman Stabs, not only reaching 500 subs last night, but did reach 600 this morning, very deserved. Yeah, of course. Big up Stubbsy. Big up Jan Chat. You're well. Big up Savage. Big up Edward. How you doing, Edward? Hope little man's good, Jay. Yeah, he's good now. Thank you very much, my man. Big up Gabriel and yo, Savage, mate. Yeah, big up everyone in chat. So Bobby Firmino, guys. So I want to get everyone's take on what they think of Bobby Firmino this season. And obviously, he was injured quite a bit last season. He had a lot of muscle injuries, didn't he? He didn't seem like he could shift it. But I just want everyone's opinion in live chat. What you think? What's your expectations of Bobby this season? Not what you expect. Like, what's your expectations? Because you know he played limited games last season. He was in around the goals in the early on. Then he got their muscle injuries and continued getting their muscle injuries. So I just want to see what everyone's expectations are of him this season. Obviously, last season, 21-22 season, he played 20 games, scored 5 goals, got 4 assists. Obviously, that season was hindered with a lot of muscle injuries throughout the season. And from then on, people have been saying, is Bobby the man he was? Should we keep Bobby at the club? You know, a lot of talk about Bobby. And you know, everyone knows me. Bobby Firmino is one of my favourite players. I love Bobby Firmino. I'm not going. I love him. I adore the man. He is my favourite of the front three. You know, Salah, Mane, and Bobby. Bobby was always my guy. I think Bobby gets underappreciated in what he does, in my opinion. Bobby Firmino is as I keep saying, he's the Paul Heyman of the front three. If people know what I mean, he hides their weaknesses but shows their strengths, and that's what Bobby Firmino does. It's perfectly what he does. You ask everyone, every Liverpool player, they probably say Bobby's the best player to play with. He's unselfish, he works for the team, and he makes everyone around him look better. Now, saying that, last season obviously weren't the case so much. As I said, he only played 20 games, 5 goals, 4 assists. One of them, 3 of them 5 goals was a hat-trick against Watford as well. He was starting to hit a little bit of form before the injury as well, and then he just tailed off. We didn't really see the best of him at the end of the season. Bobby takes a while to get back from injuries now, by the look of it. He's 30 years of age, you know, so maybe that's starting to take his toll with him at the same time. You know, you get into that 30-year age gap, and when injuries keep occurring, sometimes they never go away. So we have to watch out for that with Bobby. I'm going to go through his stats here since he joined Liverpool Football Club. So he joined Liverpool Football Club in the 2015-2016 season. And in the Premier League alone, this is just Premier League, he played 31 games that season. scoring 10 goals and 7 assists. Now, if you think about it, that ain't too bad, to be fair. Because you think about when he signed for the club, Brendan Rodgers didn't know what to do with him, playing him right wing back, and then just didn't know where to put him in the team. So he was on the bench for quite a bit. Then, obviously, the gaffer came in, and Jurgen Klopp just saw him as an attacker. Straight away, thought, let's play him in that false 9, number 10 position, where I can get the most out of him in them positions. And he played 31 games, as I said, in the Premier League, scoring 10 goals. In the League Cup that season, he played 5 games, no goals, no assists. So he played quite a bit of games in his first season once Jurgen Klopp came into the team. 2016-2017 season, he played 35 games, 11 goals, 7 assists. This is just the Premier League. So 16-17 season, 35 goals, 11 assists, 11 goals and 7 assists. Now, this is where we started to see Bobby more in that middle, in that number 9 position, obviously. This is when we started to see it. This is where he started to produce a little bit. We had Sadio Mane and Philippe Coutinho around him at the time, if I do remember, in that front three, and sometimes Adam Lallana. So this is where Bobby started to show what he's got. And remember, Bobby's not a finisher. He's not a goal scorer. So anyone expecting to see, massive, goals in his games, you're not going to really see that with Bobby. He will get his fair share of goals. Of course he will. But, he's not a Salah. He weren't a Mane when he was at Liverpool. What Bobby gives you is something different to what every forward we have at Liverpool gives us. That ability to link play, to drop deep, to press without the ball, to press with the ball. He's very unique in that way. You look at false nines around the world, who play that position. Obviously, Messi made it popular at Barcelona under Pep, because Pep needed to get Messi in the most attacking position he can possibly get him in. So he basically made up the false 9 position, And then apart from Messi, you'd say Bobby Firmino in Europe has done it the best. You can argue Thomas Muller as well, but he plays more off an attacker, don't he? But yeah, I would say Bobby Firmino has made that false number 9 role the most, apart from Messi, the most fashionable position, and done it the best. Now, he's not an out-and-out goal scorer. He links the players. I said he drops deep. He can throw the ball out to the wide areas, keep it, turn on the ball, spin, play the ball through gaps. Now, as the seasons have been going on and the more injuries we get to some more of his stats in a minute, you'll see that is decreasing a little bit, and that is the worry about him. And that's why I'm saying, what is everyone's expectations about him this season? So 35 games, 11 Premier League goals, 7 assists. In the League Cup that season, he had 4 games, 1 goal, 1 assist. Didn't play in the FA Cup, I do not think either. And then we come to the Champions League as well. The Champions League, he played 15 games. 15 games and 11 goals for Liverpool in the Champions League in the 17-18 season, which is mad. That's madness, ain't it? So in the 17-18, sorry. He didn't play in Champions League games in 16-17 because we weren't in Champions League. 17-18 was his most productive season. So the 2017-2018 season was his most productive. In 2017-2018, 2017-2018 season, he played 37 Premier League games, got 15 Premier League goals and 7 assists. For me, that's a good outrage. That's really good. 37 games, 15 goals, 7 assists. In the Champions League that same year, he played 15 games and got 11 goals. So in total, he got 26 goals that season. So in the 2017-2018 season, Bobby Firmino scored 26 goals and got hang on, how many assists? He got 9 assists. 9 assists and 26 goals in all competitions in the 17-18 season. That was arguably Bobby Firmino at his utter best. That was probably Bobby Firmino at his absolute firing best, I would say. And and it showed. And it showed looking at the stats. And I remember him that season. Well, the man was electric. We had obviously Salah and Bob. You had Mane and Salah that season doing absolute bits as well, and Bobby was part of that. Yeah, that 17-18 season, we are arguably the best. One of the best front threes in world football, has to be said. Now, the 18-19 season, there was a bit of a tail off in the Premier League, but not much. Actually, it weren't really, actually, if you think about it, because in 18-19, he played 34 Premier League games, got 12 goals and 6 assists. So he played 3 games less and only got 3 goals less and 1 assist less. So pretty much over 17 and 18 and 18 and 19 seasons, over them 2 years, he was extremely consistent, getting almost identical stats for goals and assists. So them 2 years, that's why we rave about Bobby Firmino. Now, 19-20 season in the Champions League, he got 8. He only scored 4 goals in 12 games, which is decent. And then we go to the 19-20 season. He played the full season, 38 Premier League games that year. Didn't miss a game. It's the only season in the Premier League so far that he played. He took part in every single Premier League game. So he played all 38 matches. He scored 9 goals and got 8 assists that season. So a little bit of a decrease. In the 19-20 season. In the 19-20 season in Champions League, he played 8 games and scored only 1 goal and no assists. In 2021 season, 36 games, 9 goals, 7 assists. Champions League, 9 goals, no goals, unfortunately, in 9 games in the Champions League that season. And in 21-22, the season just gone, only 20 games. That is the less games he's ever played for Liverpool. 5 goals, 4 assists. In the Champions League, he got 5 goals in 7 matches, which is mad. But so Bobby, he got 10 goals last season in all competitions, and he only played 27 games. This is the less Bobby's ever played. Now, when we're talking about injuries with Bobby Firmino, we're only really talking serious injuries. Season just gone. So as I said, since he's been at the club, in the Premier League alone, in his first ever season, he played 31 games out of a 38-game season. In 16-17, he played 35 games out of a 38-game season. Season after, 37. Season after that, 34. Then 19-20, played all 38, 36. And then last season, he only played 20 games in the Premier League. 7 in Champions League, got 10 goals in total last season. So this is what I'm saying about expectations about Bobby Firmino, guys. Where's your expectations on Bobby Firmino? It's an amazing. If you think about it, it's only the season just gone that Bobby played the less games. That is the only time he played less games. Was the season just gone, which is. And when we think about it, I get told that Bobby's quite injury prone. He's picking up a lot of injuries here, there, and everywhere now. And really, in fact, it's not all the case. I mean, I haven't got the stats here of how many he started. I doubt he would have started all 38 games in the 19-20 season. He might not have started all these games, but he played in all these games. It's a 38-game Premier League season. And in all of the seasons, apart from last season, he played over 30 games in the Premier League each season, apart from last season. So, is he falling off? Is he falling off like everyone keeps telling me? As I say, he got 10 goals in all competitions last season, and he only played 27 games. Is that stat that terrible? Got 4 assists. Is it that terrible? Is he really falling off? Or is it just we live in the moment as football fans and we just live in what season wherever we are, and that's it? So if you look at reality, yes, he's had injuries. Yes, he would have had injuries in them seasons as well. He probably picked up little knocks. but he still played 36, 38, 34, 37, 35 and 31 games. That's just in the Premier League, not in all competitions, just in the Premier League. So is Bobby really an issue? Is he really dropping off? Or was it last season, he's just hit 30 years of age and he got muscle injury after muscle injury after muscle injury, and we never actually saw Bobby Firmino fully fit last season? Is that just the case? Is it just the case that we just never saw Bobby Firmino fully fit last season? I'll let you guys let me know in the live chat what you actually think about that as well. As I say, I'll go through the stats one more time with everyone for people that are just coming in. So Bobby Firmino in his 2015-2016 season, Premier League only, guys. This is Premier League only. He played 31 Premier League games out of 38. 16-17 season, 35 Premier League games out of 38. 17-18 season, 37 games out of 38 in the Premier League. 18-19 season, he played 34 games out of 38 in the Premier League. 19-20, he actually played all 38 games. Now, I don't know if he started them all, but he played them. 2021, he played 36 out of 38. And obviously, last season is when he played 20 games in the Premier League, 7 in the Champions League. And last season, he only played 27 games, which we played a total of 63 games last season as a club, and he only played 27 of them. That's how injured he was last season. And in that time, he scored 10 goals and got 4 assists. Is it all that bad? Is it all that bad? In the Champions League, since he's been at Liverpool, he's played 5 seasons in the Champions League. 17-18, he played 15 games, 11 goals. Incredible. 18-19, he played 12 games, 4 goals. 19-20, 8 games, 1 goal. 20-21, he obviously played 9 games but didn't score any goals. And then 7 and 5 in last season's Champions League. Now, is he really finished? Or is it just something we look at what's happening now instead of what's really happening? This is where I like to get your take on it, guys, on Bobby Firmino. Don't forget, he played 2 matches in the Club World Cup, got both goals, got us the winner. He's the reason we won the Club World Cup. Let's not forget that. He was a real part of the reason we won the Club World Cup. In UEFA Super Cup in 2019, he got the assist for the goal. So, is Bobby actually finished, or are we just looking at what happened last season? He became 30 years of age, and he just got a lot of muscle injuries, and he's actually just never fully fit. I'd like to know your answers on this, guys. Let me know in the live chat. I'm going to get to all your chats now, guys. So let me just get through all your chats, guys. Big up to everyone who's gone in the chat. Sophia, how you doing? Afternoon, guys. New day out. Hopefully everyone is enjoying the day. Yeah, it's going to be a lovely week, guys. The weather for the next 10 days is going to be boiling. So if you're ginger and pale skinned like me, be careful. Denzo, hello, good afternoon. What is good news about Jude Bellingham? I can find some Jude Bellingham news. I can have a look. Big up, Ravi. How you doing, my friend? Good afternoon, Jamie. How are you? And how is your son? All good, John. All good, John. Thank you very much for asking. I don't know if Bobby will start, but he'll be a quality option off the bench. Savage says, with no injuries, I expect 12 to 15 goals and a minimum 5 assists. The man ain't what he was, but you do not lose class. He was world class, and at his best, I'd say, for 4 years, the most important player. I totally agree. And guys, if you want to watch a video after my video is finished here today, everyone go over to Savage Talks Football and have a look at his Suarez versus Thierry Henry little video he made yesterday. It's a really good video. Go and watch that, guys, and gets you ready for the debate tonight. Go and check that out. Edward says, I'd keep Bobby and offer him a further year, but for me, it's as much off the pitch as on it. I'll explain. There is a community of Liverpool players who's Southern Europe, South America, and with their friends and family. Lots of Brazilian, Southern European families are friends. The Brazilians are particularly close, and especially their families. And if one goes, and obviously their family and friends go with them, I'll be concerned it may upset the likes of Ali and Fab and others. Now, of course, you have to be good enough to be here at Liverpool, but if Bobby's prepared to be a squad player, I'm certainly keep him, as his game management ability as a sub is excellent. Edwin, that's well-worded little statement there from you, Edward. I appreciate that, my man. You might have a real good point there as well about the Brazilian community in the club as well. It is very strong. Might have a good point there, my friend. Big one up to you, my man. See, Savage agrees with you, Edward. Savage agrees. Big up Aaron, how you doing, my friend? Jamie, I asked Chris the question last night. Suarez 13-14 or Salah 17-18. I hope you're well. Jesus Christ. What did Grizz say? What did Grizz say to that? Because that's an hard one to answer. I'll be truthful right now. That is a hard one to answer. That 13-14 season, Suarez was different. It's just different gravy. I've never seen a striker like it in one season. I know you're on Rees and all that, but I've just not seen a striker like that in Luis Suarez that season. It was magical. And don't forget, he got banned as well. Is it that season he got banned for like 8 games and he was still top goal scorer? He would have smashed the record. I don't know if Salah would have the record right now of 32 goals in a 38 game season if Suarez didn't get banned. I'm telling you, he might have reached almost 40 goals. The man was different, absolutely different. Oh, it's a tough one, Aaron. I'm going to have to come back to you on that, man. That's a tough one. Good afternoon, guys. I've just taken Razor, our doggy, out for a walk. We are both knackered. Big up, Ian. Careful of doggies in the summer, though, my man. Bobby still has a big role in to play, in my opinion. He certainly does. Big up, Ben. As always, my man, supporting all the channels. Big supporter of mine, Ben. Big up to you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Falling off would be a weird statement, but there is context to the stats, and his game in defo is weaker. He's finishing a slight of touch. I don't think it's age. I think it's just pressed more than the other for Liverpool. Yeah, you're probably right. It's interesting to look at Bobby. I just look at Bobby last season. Was he ever fully fit? That's what I'm looking at. Was Bobby ever fully fit last season? That's my issue. I look at Thiago the same way. Now, when we look at Thiago this season, we saw a proper fully fit Thiago, didn't we? He had injury after injury since joining Liverpool Football Club, but last season just gone, Thiago looked absolutely different gravy, didn't he? He looked amazing. Now, that's because he was actually fully fit and match fit at the same time. I don't think there was ever a time this season that Bobby was proper fit and match fit. The only time might have been the Watford game when he got a hat-trick. He looked really sharp and fit in that game. Apart from that, I don't know. That's why I'm interested. That's why I want everyone's what they think the expectations on Bobby this season. That's why I'm bringing this up, because there's been a lot of Bobby Firmino talk, ain't there? Like, would you sell Bobby? Would you let Bobby go? I wouldn't let Bobby go anywhere personally. I think there's more to come from Bobby. I really do. I think there's more to come from Bobby. I think he's got another year in him. He's got another bit. He's got another thing. I'm just taking that last season was a dead season for him. Injuries concerned, never match fit. I'm going to give him the benefit of doubt for one more year. I'd see how he goes this year. If he's doing well this year and he's getting 10 goals, if Bobby Firmino gets 10 goals this season, then that I reward him with a new contract. If he bangs 10 goals this season, considering it, I don't think he's going to play as much because of Núñez in the team now and Jota in that position as well. If he can bag at least 10 goals this season in all competitions, that's a pivotal player to have in your squad. Why would you get rid of that? Because then I would say, right, everyone wants that, right? So Bobby's got to go. He gets you 10 goals a season maybe in all competitions. So then you've got to find a forward who's happy to sit on the bench and contribute in some games and get 10 goals every season. That's what you're looking at. So I'll go back on Bobby's stats. Bobby's stats in all competitions, he gets over 10 goals every season. The only season he's not got over 10 goals in, 10 goals or more every season, is actually the 2021 season when he only scored 9 goals. That's the only season he's not scored over double figures in all competitions. Now, 15-16, he got 10 goals in the Premier League. 16-17 in the Premier League, he got 11 goals. 17-18 season in the Premier League, he got 15 goals and 11 in Champions League. You know, this 2 years, 17, 18, 18, 19, he was just electric, wasn't he? 19, 20, he got 10 goals dead on. 2021, he got 9 goals. And then last season, he got 10 goals dead on. So there's only been one season when he got under double figures. Now, the role Bobby plays in our team now, obviously, is different to then. But he got 10 goals last season being a bit part player. Yeah, he only played 27 games because of injuries. And I don't think he would have played a load of games last season because the form of Diogo Jota, you know, and Mane and Salah and others as well. So, and then Diaz when he came in in January. So if you get rid of Bobby, you're going to have to find an attacker that's happy to sit on the bench, knows the pecking order, but will chip in with at least 10 goals every season. Where are you finding that? Where are you finding that? Where are you finding that, guys? Because I don't think you are. And that's why Bobby Firmino is probably still at the football club. Now, everyone might be saying, Jamie, no, you're talking crap. You're talking trash. You know, Bobby's finished. You know, Bobby's done. We need to get more people in. You need to get this in. You need to get that in. You need to let Bobby go. Now, fair enough. I might be thinking a bit too, you know, blindsided because you know I love Bobby. He's my favourite player, so I might be thinking a bit blindsided by it. I might be, but Bobby Firmino is the system. Bobby Firmino is the system in a weird way, and if Bobby's willing to stay at the football club, if Bobby's actually willing to stay at the football club, and that's the big thing. If Bobby's willing to stay at the football club, I would keep him. I would say, why let him go? If he's willing to stay, that's the big thing. Bobby Firmino has been a pivotal part of this team under Jurgen Klopp since Jurgen Klopp came to Liverpool. He's part of one of the best front threes in European football at the time. Let's face it. I don't care what anyone says. That season, that front three was one of the best front threes in European football. There ain't a shadow of doubt, especially for them 2 years. They were incredible. Absolutely incredible. So he's got to know I'm not that player maybe anymore. I've got Nunez here. I've got Jota here. I've got Diaz. I've got Mo. I only play in one particular position. I'm not versatile. You know, I'm more of a 9 and a 10. That's me. That's all I can do. So he's got to think about it himself. If he wants to stay at Liverpool, if he wants to stay at Liverpool, then I'm all for it because he brings a lot to the club. And I don't always look at Bobby just for goal scoring. That's not what I do. I don't just look at Bobby as a goal scorer. I look at Bobby and think, great at holding up the ball. He's sort of like a defensive forward in a way. I know that gets sprouted around a lot, but he's like a defensive forward. He's the first defender in the forward line. You know, he presses when he hasn't got the ball. There ain't many players we've got that make tactical fouls. Look what Bobby does. Bobby makes a lot of tactical fouls when he's defending. He stops counter-attacks. He makes a lot of dirty tackles, a lot of tactical fouls. No one else really does that, but Bobby does. You know, you can't take away that sort of thing and just buy a player in who thinks, you know, who's then go replace Bobby and do exactly the same thing. It's just not how it works. You know, it's just it costs money. Could you imagine if you put all the stuff Bobby's great at, yeah? You put all the stuff Bobby's great at and you put that into a player now who's about 25 years of age. That's going to cost you 80 million. That's going to cost you so much money. Do you know what I mean? So do you keep Bobby? Do you sell Bobby? It's up to you guys in the live chat. Let me know in the live chat what you guys think, and yeah, I'll be very, very interested to know what you guys think. Really interested. Bobby has a big role playing his club. He certainly did. Big up Gunben. Read all these. Bobby brings out the best of wide attackers in his pomp. I certainly agree. Big up here. I know you feel better, Sony. I know you feel better, Sony. It all gets better for you, mate. Afternoon, Jamie. Bobby can and should be used as a real 9. I think Savage has said that before as well. I'll big up Hugo the Savage here as well. He's in the chat. Big up my man. And he is. I think he said that the other day on the channel. He actually said that why don't we just use Bobby as a real 9? Because if you look at what the goals Bobby has scored lately for Liverpool, they're all sort of tap-ins, in the box shots, in the right position, in the right place all the time. So why don't we just use Bobby as an out-and-out real 9? Don't ask him to do defensive work. Don't ask him to be false 9. Just leave him in the box. Because if you go back and look at Bobby's goals, especially the last couple of years, a lot of Bobby's goals are tap-ins. He's either in the right position. He's either on the front post or the back post. He's always in the correct positions. He's always in the width of the goalpost. Saying that's where Bobby sort of sits in the box, the width of the goalpost. So he's ready for tap-ins, So should we just leave Bobby as an inside, like just straight up number 9 when he plays, and stop asking him to come and defend him? Because that's got to take it out of him as well. When he's had all these muscle injuries and stuff like that keep recurring now. No one's run Bobby into the ground. That's a stupid thing. But Bobby's run himself into the ground for the club. That's what no one's told Bobby to do it. Bobby's natural game is to do that. So Bobby's run himself into the ground for the club, for the fans, for everybody. No one's told him to do that. It's just the way he plays. And now I look at him and think, let's not do so much that no more, Bobby. I'll tell you what, you're quite good in the box. You get a good lot of tap-ins. You're very good in between the posts. Just stay in the box. Let Diaz and Salah find you. Let Thiago find you. You stay in the box. Let Carvalho find you. All the Trent, Robbo. You stay in the box. You're quite decent in the air as well. Get quite good headers. He's always in between the posts. Stay there. Just stay there. Just stay there. Could be the person we're missing in some cases. Don't come deep. Don't defend. But trying to take that away from Bobby will probably be very difficult at the same time, because Bobby is so used to, that's his natural game. You can't. It's very hard to take someone's natural game out of them and change them up. You know what I mean? Very difficult. On the eye test, he's definitely on a decline, but still good enough for tactical starts and cut matches. The man gives us something different. Yeah, exactly. Bobby's header in the San Siro versus Inter. Yeah, exactly. Bobby is still great with his feet, set up play. We need him for lots of games this season, while other young players can bed in for a couple more years. Daft to get rid of him. We need him. I agree, James. James, I totally agree with you. I'm in total agreement. This is why I made this video, because I'm intrigued by everyone else's expectations for Bobby next season. Because I think it's pointless letting him go, because I don't see who you got to replace him in the squad now. So that means you'd have to go and spend money to replace him. Now, this might sound mad, but the only person in the squad at the time you could say could replace what Bobby does is Taki Minamino. But Taki Minamino's been sold. So that is the only player. So if Bobby was going to go this season, then I'd give Bobby's position to Taki. Taki gets more minutes. Taki likes playing in that 10-9 position. Sorry, guys. No, hay fever's mad. Taki likes playing in that 10-9 position. He likes that free role. He did it at Salzburg. That's where Taki likes to play, like in the middle, through the middle there. A bit more creative. He doesn't really like playing the wide areas. So if Taki Minamino was still at Liverpool, that's where I'd play Taki. I'd just give him Bobby's position. I'd go, cheers, Bob. Thank you very much. You've been a great servant. And then I'd go, Taki, right, Taki, we're going to, instead of letting you go, we're going to give you Bobby's position this season. See how you go. You're going to get more minutes, more time. because you're going to take Bobby's position up. But Taki's left as well. So if Taki's left, there is no point letting Bobby go because there's no one in the squad who can do Bobby's position now. And that also means you'd have to go out and buy another player. Or what's the point of that? That's just stupid. That makes no sense whatsoever, does it? I am struggling to get over COVID myself. Sorry, guys, for everyone getting over COVID. I do hope you'll find yourselves getting better soon. I really do. Really, really do. Sorry, guys. Let me get through these chats because I'm interested in what you guys have to say. Yeah, big up, Ian. Don't forget to share and subscribe and like and all the good stuff, guys. Appreciate it if you can. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Guys, there's 50 people watching. Let's get the likes up on a Saturday afternoon. Big up to 50 people watching on a Saturday afternoon. The weather is gorgeous. I'm surprised there's anyone actually indoors watching at the moment. So I'm not surprised that I'm shocked that there's 50 people watching actually on a Saturday afternoon when the weather is beautiful. So big up to everyone watching right now. But please hit the like button underneath this video right now. 50 people watching. I want 50 likes. Now, the first thing you should do when you come onto a person's YouTube channel, even if you don't like them and you've just come in to see what it's about, just hit the like button because it helps us creators massively. You'd be surprised how much it helps us content creators. So just hit the like button. Any YouTube channel I go onto, even if I've never heard them speak or seen it before, or it don't interest me, I just leave a like in a way because I know it helps that content creator muchly. So guys, hit that like button, take your finger over and press that thumb button underneath my video right now. I'd really appreciate it. 50 views for 50 likes. Let's get going, guys. And remember, it don't cost a thing. All you have to do is press that like. Yeah, big up, Aaron, and everyone else who's suffering from COVID and trying to get over it. I'm with you. I have had COVID 3 times, not had the vaccine. No, don't believe it in it. Gunben, that's totally up to you, my man. I ain't going to tell you how to live your life, you know what I mean? Gunben, it's totally up to you, my man. You live your life however you see to live it. I am not going down this COVID debate when people, everyone tells everyone how they should be living their life. That's not my job. That's not my job, Gunben. As long as you're all right, mate, and you feel fine and fit and healthy, do what you want, my man. Tony, how you doing, my man? Hey, I love Bobby, but he's a bench player now, and that's it. Sorry, Bobby. Yeah, I agree. I don't see Bobby as a starter, although I have a feeling he might start the Premier League season. But yeah, I don't think he's an actual starter right now. But what a useful player to have come off the bench. Come on. There's not many teams that have a Bobby Firmino on their bench, guys. Not many teams that have a Bobby Firmino on their bench. Quality player have on the bench. Quality person to have around the squad as well. Do you know, I just hate the fact that some people just like, right, had enough of him, bin him, wash it, done, throw. Get the new one in now. I want the new toy. Let's get the new toy in. Yeah, new one. 2 years later, done that, wash it, chuck it, throw. I hate that scenario in football. What I see with Bobby, he's 30 years old. I've just read out the stats for everyone in this video. If you've not read the stats, let me know and I'll read it out again for you. But Bobby's stats since he's joined Liverpool have been excellent. As I said, every season he's got over 10 goals every single season in the position he plays. And remember, his position is not to be a goal scorer. Jurgen Klopp has already said that. Jurgen Klopp has said it so many times. Jurgen Klopp has actually said it to Bobby Firmino himself. If you guys remember a couple of years ago when Bobby weren't scoring goals and he was worried about it and he spoke about it, and Jurgen Klopp said, Bobby, your position, what I want you to do is not to score goals. That's Mane and Salah's job. What your job is to do is to make the team the system. You're the system. Klopp has said it so many times. Klopp has said the system runs through Bobby Firmino when we played. And I've said it many times as well. Sadio Mane and Mo Salah look better when Bobby Firmino plays in between them. Last season, I don't think they looked as good when Jota played the number 9. I don't think Salah looked as good. I didn't think Mane looked as good. When Bobby plays the number 9, Salah and Mane look completely different players. And because Bobby is the system. He is the system. And if he has to be on the bench he has to be on the bench. I'm not saying he should start, by the way. He should be a bench player. But what a bench player is to have. What a player is to have to come on the pitch. You know what I mean? How many players have someone like Bobby Firmino that can come off the bench and do something for your team? And the unselfishness, the pressing, often on the ball, the link-up play he can have. If he can get himself match fit next season, if he can get himself fit and match fit and stay away from injuries, Bobby Firmino could be a little secret weapon for us next season. And I don't care if people thinking I'm being silly. It's just my opinion. You know, people might say, Jay, no, he's done, he's finished. Let's move on. But it's just my opinion, guys. Just my opinion. But I just want to know your opinions as well. That's why I made this video. So interested to know what people think about Bobby Firmino and their expectations for him next season. I don't have any expectations for him. I think his time's over. Happy for him to stick around, but he's not going to play much at all. You know, people say he's not going to play much at all. I think people might be in for a shock. I do. When people say Bobby's not going to play much at all, I've just gone through the stats, yeah? Bobby plays over 30 games every Premier League season, apart from last season. He only played 20 because of injuries. It was only because of injuries. If Bobby wasn't injured, Bobby probably would have played at least 30 Premier League games out of 38 last season. He only played 20 because of injuries. I think Bobby's going to play a lot of games, guys. I'm saying it now as well. I wouldn't be surprised if Bobby Firmino starts the season. I wouldn't be surprised if Bobby's the number 9 starting the season, or a Jota. I got a feeling Darwin Núñez might not start the first Premier League season, because we've been here before. I think hasn't Origi started the last 2 Premier League seasons as well, or one? Did he start the Norwich game and the Norwich game a couple of years ago as well? We sometimes go with a different front three. Darwin Núñez might not straight away be in that front three. I don't know, but Bobby might start that game, or Jota might start that game, all depending whoever's the fittest. It's pre-season. Depends how well they've come back from pre-season, and whoever's the fittest after pre-season will probably start that game. Against Fulham. So I do expect Bobby. I think Bobby might, if Bobby stays fit and he's match fit, people might be a bit shocked how many games Bobby actually does play next season. Because as I said, played 20 Premier League games last season, but he was injured for a lot of it. If he wasn't injured, probably would have played 30 games. It's not Bobby's fitness. He's a ball. It's not Bobby's fitness. He is a baller. But if you look at how he is playing, his legs have gone like Milner. The mind is fresh. I don't know if his legs have gone. I just don't think he was ever match fit. Remember, we were saying this about Thiago last season, guys. A lot of people were saying this about Thiago, not last season, but the season before. All right, is Thiago ever going to be the same player? Then this season, we saw a actually fully fit, match fit Thiago for the first time since he joined Liverpool. Everyone was saying this is the Bayern Munich Thiago we bought. We're actually seeing the Bayern Munich Thiago now. That's what everyone was saying last season. Because he was match fit. I don't think Bobby's legs are gone. He's only 30. I don't think his legs are gone. I just think he was absolutely shattered. He ran himself into the ground. And he was never fit. He was never fit. Now, if you're never fit or match fit, it's so hard to get up to pace with a game of football, especially the way Liverpool play. It'll make you look awful. It'll make you look terrible. So I'm willing to give Bobby just that little bit of yeah. I'm just trying to. I'm going to give him that little bit, just chilled out, Yeah, big up, face of flowers. That's crazy. I've got 3 times. First time was horrible. Second and third, which is not a common cold. Yeah. I do like Pepsi. I've got to admit, I do like Pepsi, and I'm bloody thirsty as well. And I can't stand water. I don't get people who can just drink water. Weird. 1920, Bobby played 3,152 minutes, an average of 83 minutes per match. He was only subbed off 4 times all season. The injury thing is a myth. Exactly, Savage. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. They're the stats I just showed. I didn't have the minutes and all that, so thank you very much, Savage, with the minutes. There you go. My co-host with the most you know, helping me out there with the minutes. Big up, Savage. But this is what I'm saying. The injury thing everyone keeps saying about, he really only had a bad injury last season. Last season was the injury time. I mean, look at that, 3,150 minutes, an average of 83 minutes per match. That's a madness thing. And he was only subbed 4 times. That's a madness. That is elite. Elite, that is. That's what I'm trying to say, guys. I went through the stats at the beginning of the video, showing it all now. He was only really injured the season just gone. Really, like everyone gets injuries. There's not a footballer alive who don't get like the odd injury that might keep him out for 2 games. I'm not on about them sort of injuries. I'm on about long-term injuries, things that keep you out for most of the season, and that's what happened with Firmino last season. He might have had little injuries while he's been at Liverpool that keep him out for 1 or 2 games, but I don't really class them. Yeah, it was a great video. It was a great video. Tremendous stuff because he's the man. That's why. Andrew Morgan still offers something no one else can. Yeah, big up, Andrew. Big up. Thiago on Pomp is the 8th wonder of the world. And big up, Andrew. He's unique. He's not reliant on pace, so that doesn't matter. His game time will probably be managed, but he's still much to offer. Love him to bits. Yeah, Andrew, I'm with you, man. I'm in agreement with you. I think if Thiago's fitness is managed well this season, we win the league. Oh, Gunben. That's what I want to hear, Gunben. Gunben coming in here just like spitting. That's what I want. That's what I want. Big up. Saturday afternoon, the sun's out. There's 70 people watching me right now, and it's the height of summer. It's beautiful outside. And I've got 70 people watching me on a Saturday afternoon. Much love to all of you. I didn't think I'd have anyone watching me today with the weather the way it is today. So big up to everyone watching me. I do appreciate it. And much love to everyone. Don't forget to hit the like button as well. The like button is the most important thing you can hit on this channel. Please hit that like button. I do appreciate the love. Thank you for everyone coming in. With Núñez as the striker, I think Bobby can play 20 games coming off the bench. And when the other team's legs are starting to get tired, bring Bobby on a winner. Yeah. Tony says here, Bobby bench and in cup games with Jones. Big up, Tony. If everyone was happy with Taki contributing 10 goals and keeping Bobby in the exact same role in the team is a no-brainer. There you go. That's what I said earlier. That's what I said earlier. So if you let Bobby go, Taki would have been his easy replacement for me. But no, you got to keep Bobby around, man. And other people say they kept Taki around this season as well. So if you'd like to keep Taki, I'd understand that because I like Taki and Minamino. I think he offered us a lot. Jurgen Klopp just didn't like him. Simple as that. I actually think Taki Minamino is actually quite a decent footballer and could have contributed a lot more than he was allowed to. It's just Jurgen Klopp didn't fancy him. Just didn't think he fit the mould, and he's the manager. Big up it. Ian, I hope you feel better soon, man. I feel bad for you, my man. I feel bad for you. Let's get some Ras in the house. How you doing, Ras? See, me and Ras sometimes go a bit up and down in our debates, but I like Ras. Ras comes in with good vibes. How you doing, Ras? Bobby is the system. Yeah, exactly, Ras. There you go. Biggest question of all, has Bobby said he is willing to sit on the bench when he believes in his ability? Yeah, that's true, Savage. That's a good point. Savage turning this round. Bobby is the system. Exactly. Good. Big up you, Aaron. Go and sub to Savage, my friend. Yeah, everyone go and sub to Savage. Look, the man's a G. Go and sub to him. I don't know if he calls me a friend, but I call him a friend. He's a great bloke, and yeah, he's a great bloke. He's done a lot for me on the channel as well. So you guys should go and sub to him because his stuff is excellent. Go and sub to all his channels. You go online. Savage Talks Football, Savage Talks Wrestling. Just go and sub to all of them, guys. Go and sub them. Go and sub to all of them because he's doing great stuff. Especially his wrestling channel. His wrestling channel's great. Bobby does more than score. He holds up the ball and gets the midfield in. Needs defensive. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. So that Pepsi came back to bite me. Yeah, Tony, you're perfectly correct, Mummy. Bang on, my man. We'll check out the Henri's of it. Yeah, it's a good little vid, man. Go and check it out. It'll whet the appetite for later tonight, 8 p.m. So there's 70 people watching now. Let me tell you right now, guys. Tonight at 8 p.m. on my channel, we've got a massive, massive debate on. It's Luis Suarez versus Thierry Henry. I've got LFC Saint, Mons from the Big Sixpence, Hugo the Savage, hopefully Gunnar Lee, Ish from Saints channel as well. Trying to think who else I've got. Jack Mack is coming on as well. And there was someone else who's going to escape my mind, and they're going to have a go at me. And Jerry from the Jerry James Show. So I've got a load of guests on tonight, guys. It's going to be a massive debate. Great show. Make sure you're live tonight, 8 p.m. on my channel. Thierry Henry versus Luis Suarez. Who was the better player? It's a debate going around online recently. A lot of people have been talking about it, making mentions of it. It's going to be a good one. I'm firmly in Suarez's camp. I think he was the better striker throughout his career. And we're not going to put like who had the better career, because Henry won World Cups. You can't. As soon as someone wins a World Cup, that debate goes to bed. It don't matter if you're the most average player in the world. So I'm not going to put that. I'm not going to put honours at it. We're going to leave honours off the table. It's not about what you've won. It's just about who is the better footballer. Because Arsenal fans will tell you there is no one better than Henry in the Premier League era, which isn't true. But there's no one better than Henry in the Premier League era. But I go Suarez from his time in Holland, his time in England, and his time in Spain in his whole career. Even in his mid-30s, he was still getting golden boots in Spain when Thierry Henry was in Disneyland. So, yeah, it's going to be a good one. So make sure you check that at 8 p.m. tonight, guys. The video is up on my channel right now. So go and give it a like right now, guys. Go and hit the notification bell. Notify it. So when we go live, you can all come in. So it's going to be a good one. And if you can, share the video out, guys. Promote it on your social media. I want it to be a big one tonight. I love Bobby. He's unique forward that any team in the world would have. He is the glue. I hope he retires it. Yes, same. Jamie, how are today? Yeah. Oh, today, mate. Yeah, I'm good. There you go. Niles are subbed as well. Face of Flowers says Young, Fab, Carve, and Harvey and Elliot plus Kurt, the scarce dad, with more to show, and Kurt has the skill. If Klopp can mould him into a great. Yeah, bang on there. Big up Raz as well. I love Bobby. Who don't love Bobby? You know what I mean? Who don't love Bobby? Big up man like Shaunsey. How you doing, my friend? Defo, keep him. Keep Bobby. Definitely. Keep Bobby. Okay. I know what that means as well. Big up Raz. Use Bobby as a real 9 in cup games. Yes, that's what we. Savage brought this up a few days ago, and it's a good point as well. A lot of people bring it up now as well. Use him in the cup like that. Yes. Yeah, Jay. Yeah, facts, Jay. I did. I would use him as a fox in a box. Give him less work to do. Trial it in the league and FA Cup. Yeah, exactly. Big up, Ferdy. Big up. You never walk alone. Big up to you, my friend. You never walk alone too. Noel Sub the Savage. Bobby is such an unselfish player. Big up, Savage. Bobby not getting selected for Brazil anymore will benefit us exactly, massively. Stephen Owens in the house. How you doing, Stephen Owens? All the members here. I'm going to shout out the members in a minute. Big hello to Andrew Quinn. How you doing, lad? Hello, Jamie. Hope your day is going well. Also, done my fantasy team yesterday on the Premier League app on my phone. I've joined Jack's Fantasy League. Have you joined yet? I have not. I'm thinking of doing a fantasy league on here if everyone's up to it. It's just that I'm not the best at keeping up to date with everything. So if I do a fantasy league on the channel, guys, if anyone's interested and wants to do a fantasy league on the channel, we can do our own league as all of us together. But I need someone else to do it, like be a mod on it with me, because I am not the best at keeping up to date with things. So if someone wants to come on with me and do that, be the mod for me and keep up to date with what's going on, we can go for it. I don't think his goals that will be judged on. It's his ability to start the press. Exactly, Andrew. Bobby in the box with Trent and Robbo is lethal. So many times I've seen them look up and have no one to cross to. Just look at Jota Fryers. Yeah, I mean, with Núñez, that might be a completely different aspect this season because Darwin Núñez will be in the box. That's the thing. Darwin will be in the box. Jamie, what's for lunch today? I have no idea. What's ever in the kitchen, mate? That's how I live my life, man. There's no preparation in our house. What's ever in the kitchen? What's ever going? Jota needs to work on his hold-up play in that number 9 role. He does. Jay, how do we maximise our squad? How do you mean, Ravi? Let me know how you totally mean maximise our squad. In the chat, and I'll get to it because I'm going to talk about the squad in a minute. So I'll get to your chat in a minute, Ravi. Aaron, get well soon. Plenty of water and paracetamol, etc. Jane, what's your favourite food and TV show? That was yesterday's topic, my man. That was yesterday's topic. Food, bolognese, TV, The Wire, Walking Dead. Darwin, C. Senor, Jota Diaz, happy with that? Yes, exactly. Marcus, how you doing, Marcus? Harvey and Fabio can play Bobby's position, hopefully. I think Fabio out of all of them, yeah, definitely. I think Carvalho out of all of them, Marcus, I could definitely see that doing it. I don't like his hot weather. No, neither do I. I'm out shopping. I'm off out to shopping soon. Big up, Tony. Big up. We don't need to sell Bobby. We are a better squad with him. He's certainly a player that can be used in rotation and turn to draw into a win. He's a keeper, no doubt. I agree, Stephen, my man. I totally agree with you. This heat isn't good for my symptoms. Try and stay. Kate Ox Henderson need to have a strong seasons. I agree, Ras. I agree. Yeah, we'll go look at the squad in a minute. Yeah, the bench is important. I think they flew out today, yeah, because it's John Atkinson's birthday today, isn't it? And I think he was pitched out there, so I think therefore he flew out. Big up, Ilias, how you doing? Yeah, because Virgil got a private plane out there, didn't he? Virgil got a private plane out there last night, apparently, so from his holidays. So I think Salah, Simicast, and all that lot, and everyone who's played international games through the summer, they're getting their private planes out to Thailand now. So they'll all be over there today. Whole squad to be out there today. Are the likes of Trent and VVD back in the squad yet? Yeah. Well, Virgil's said, Aaron, Virgil's flew out yesterday in his private plane. Trent will probably fly over. I think they'll all be over in Thailand sometime today or tomorrow. Ball doesn't stick to Bobby consistently enough anymore in my eyes. That's true. Disagree. Mane was finished on the wing last season. Mo was still bagging goals for fun when Jota went through the middle last season. Fair enough. Bobby is done, to be honest. Why hand a new contract to a player whose game's declining, starting to get more injuries these days? It's only last season he got injuries, my friend. It's only last season, as I keep saying. So his games he's played in the Premier League, 2015, 2016, 31. 2016, 2017, 35. 17, 18, 37. These are Premier League only. So this is 38 games. He's played 31, 35, 37, 34, 38 out of 38, 36 out of 38. And last season was 20 games. So the thing that he's got injury prone and all that, it's only last season. It's literally only last season. And last season, he still scored 10 goals and 4 assists in 27 games. So he played 27 games in total last season in all competitions and scored 10 goals and got 4 assists. So the thing about his injury proneness that everyone keeps telling me is not, it's just really last season. This is my thing. Was Bobby ever fit last season? This is what I keep saying. If Bobby was never actually fit last season, then he would have looked shambolic. He would have looked terrible. this is what I'm saying. If he looks the same this season coming, then it is definitely over for Bobby. There's no doubt about it. But he's never going to be the player he was at 26, 27, in my opinion, just because the amount of running and he's done at the club, it takes a toll on you. But I do think he's still got something in there when he's fully match fit. A fully match fit Bobby Firmino is a different Bobby Firmino. And I just don't think last season he was ever properly match fit. Darwin and Jota will be the number 9s now. Bobby will be most playing cup games. I don't know about that. If you think of it, last season, Bobby played 20 Premier League games last season and he was injured. If Bobby was injured last season, he probably would have played 30 games. He's played over 30 Premier League games for Liverpool in every season apart from last season. So I think he would have probably played 30 games last season as well. So if it weren't for his injuries. So that's not starting as well, by the way. He would have come on as sub or something like that and played games. His game time would have been more than I think people think. I wouldn't be surprised if Bobby started the season or Jota. I don't think Darwin Núñez might not start the first game of the season against Fulham. You might see a Jota. It depends who's fitter. With pre-season, it depends who Klopp thinks is fitter and sharper. If Bobby's the fittest and sharpest out of all the number 9s, Bobby will start the season. You know what I mean? This season is the be all and end all. If Bobby still is getting injured with muscle injuries consistently into this season coming, and he just can't get his fitness, then you're going to have to say, that's it for Bobby. We move on. Oh, where did that come from? All right. Yeah. Go. Look. Yes. I love that, ain't you? So, yeah, guys. Origi starting the Norwich game. Yeah, that's right. Bobby being injured last season. People have thought he's Klopp's guy. Can see a mile off. For me, whoever is the best in pre-season could start simple. That's what I say. Literally just what I said to Savage as well. Whoever's the fittest and the best will start the season. And Firmino is, as he says, he is a Klopp guy. Carol Decker. Ladies, I have to go. Be up time. Enjoy your shopping, mate. Good point, Jamie. Salah Firmino Diaz is just as sexy. But is it his fitness? He has been injured last season. No, that's it. It's his fitness then, ain't it? Big up Rash. Sorry, excuse me while I'm eating live on there. Sorry. Bobby's legs have too much mileage. I do agree with that. I think he has run himself. Klopp ain't running. I've heard people say Klopp's running him into the ground. I think Bobby's just run himself into the ground because it's Bobby's natural game. That's what Bobby does. And it's normal his games go drop. Why are we being sentimental for? We need a big cutthroat. Right, so if we're being cutthroat, my man, if we're being cutthroat with Bobby, I've said this already. So Bobby guarantees us over 10 goals every single season. Even last season, when he was injured and only played 27 games, he scored 10 goals and 4 assists. Who else in our team is going to do that? So that means we have to get rid of him and replace him this summer. So if we're replacing him this summer, who is going to come in and sit on the bench and get 10 goals and 4 assists next season? The only person I could have said who could have done that was Minamino, but Minamino's been sold. So I would have been happy with that. If Bobby was to go and Minamino stayed, I think Minamino could have got them numbers. But that's what we've got to look at. We got to look at it as, was it only last season? Because he gets over 10 goals every season in all competitions. And for the player that he is, 10 goals is decent for him. He's not a goal scorer. Everyone knows that. Everyone who thinks Bobby's going to score 20 goals every season, it just ain't going to happen. He had 2 seasons of that, but it just ain't going to happen. That's not his game. You know, Jurgen Klopp has said it many, many times before. Bobby's game is not to score goals. If Bobby don't score goals, Klopp's perfectly fine with it if he's doing everything else he's meant to do correctly. If he's doing everything else he's meant to do correctly, the goals come second, you know. So if we do let Bobby go, then we've got to find a player that's going to come into the squad and no, they're not going to play too much because you've got Salah plays on the right, Diaz plays on the left, Jota and Nunez. So you can either use sell Bobby and get a replacement as a backup right winger to Mo. But that player needs to know, you know, no matter who it is, Mo's going to play all the time. And all this thing about rotation, everyone tells me about all the time. Rotation. It's a myth. This rotation thing's a massive myth in football. It's one of the biggest myths. Depends what the player is. Lionel Messi, in his whole career, apart from now because he's like 70 years old, but for most of Lionel Messi's career, never got rotated. He barely got substituted in games, let alone rotated. Cristiano Ronaldo, in his whole career, barely got rotated, barely got substituted. You know, people say about Virgil van Dijk. Oh, he needs to not play as many games next season. Why? What sense does that make? Why shouldn't Virgil? I don't get that. It makes no sense to me. Thierry Henry, when he's at his absolute best for Arsenal, did Wenger go, right, I'm going to keep Thierry out of 2 games now and play someone else? No, I can't because he's our best player and he wins everything. You know, and he's always fit. He's not injured. You know, I don't get the rotation thing. I don't get it. So when everyone's saying, I'll get a player to play on the right wing for Mo so they can rotate so Mo ain't playing as many games. Why shouldn't Mo play many games? I don't get this part of football. Why shouldn't Mo play more games? Mo's never injured. He never gets injuries. Fingers crossed, touch wood. Never really gets injuries, never gets injured. He's in peak condition. Why should he be rotated? Why should he be rotated? When you look at this myth about rotation and players, it's like everyone looks at City squad and thinks Pep rotates loads. He don't. The same players play all the bloody time. It's just everyone thinks he's rotating loads of players all the time. He really doesn't. A lot of the same players play all the time. But what they do, they play in a different position. So they think they're being rotated. Like Rodri, I expect plays all the Premier League games for Man City. Never rotated, you know, unless he's injured or he needs to come out. If he's injured, then he's probably rotated. Otherwise, he probably plays almost every Premier League game. You know, your important players, your big game players, you just don't rotate them. I just don't remember Robben and Ribery ever getting rotated and rested at Bayern Munich. They played all the time. You know, as long as they're not injured and they're match fit and they're your top boys, I don't get the rotating thing. I really don't. It's something that drives me a bit mad, actually. I believe you have to have rotation in a squad. That's different. But for certain players, no. Yeah, we are blessed with him attacking. I've never really got colour of any sort here. It's all right with spirits. Yeah, rum and coke's my drink, man. Brian May, are you just he's been cracking servant as Bobby. Give him the squad place extension off the bench, but we have to keep an eye involving him moving, in my opinion. Yeah, exactly. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm giving Bobby one more season. This is what I'm saying. I'm going to give Bobby a chance. I want to give Bobby. This is my whole video, guys. What are your expectations on Bobby Firmino? This is just my expectations. It doesn't mean I'm right. That's all I'm saying, guys. So for everyone in the comments, you know, I'm not saying I'm correct and everyone else is saying they're wrong. It's my expectations on Bobby next season. Everyone else's expectations might be, no, Bobby's done. He's finished. Let's move on. And then we get someone else, and that's fine. Then I'll just say to you, like, so who we go get? I can understand your opinion, but let me know who we go get, who's going to play, 20 games a season and get 10 goals and 4 assists. You know, that sort of thing. That sort of thing. Perfect player would have been Minamino. Really would have. But we sold him as well. So who we go get? I don't think we should get rid of Bobby this summer, but I wouldn't offer a new contract. 180 grand for a squad player would be too much. I agree. I agree with all this, guys. Bobby's injuries last season were mainly muscular. They certainly were. If you can stop their muscular injuries, he's going to be absolutely fine, in my opinion. Bobby, we can't sell him because he was realistically going to get. Bobby is an effective player, exactly. The league is ours getting. Will Liverpool make any further signings, Jamie? I don't think so. Probably finished. We have Jota and Darwin. We need to get them back up for Salah. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't buy a backup for Mo, because you do need another person on that right-hand side. But the problem is Mo is going to start every game. And I don't see why you wouldn't start Mo in every game. But you can bring Mo off as a substitute in games. There's no doubt about that. You can bring Mo off, 20 minutes to go in games, 15 minutes to go in games. You want to bring Mo off, fine. We did that last season. He came off plenty of times, but we had no one to really replace him on that right-hand side, and we were a bit off-balanced. So I'm all for buying someone to help Mo on that right-hand side, but it's not going to be like a Rafinha or somebody like that, because they're just not going to play, and they're not better. So they're not going to push Salah out of the team. Do you know what I mean? Finding someone who's as good as a Salah on the right-hand side in European football right now to push him out of a team is almost impossible. So you got to find a player. Anyone who's going to come in for Salah is going to be a drop in quality. Of course it is. But they've also got to know they're going to be happy sitting on the bench, because, Salah's going to play. And why wouldn't he? Last season, he played too many games. I do agree with that. And we needed a backup for him, because he played the African Cup of Nations in the middle of the season. So I agree with that. And he was knackered. So if anyone's saying that in the comments, I ain't got the same comments yet. But I do agree with that. He was shattered last season. Played the African Cup of Nations every single game. Then came back and straight played in the Premier League. The reason Klopp played him straight away is because he's the best player and he should play. But we had no one on the right-hand side he could come off for. Now, that's my problem. We do need a right-hand sided player to help cover with Mo, but it's who you get. That's the difficult bit in Mo's position. It's taken us a long time to find cover for Trent Alexander-Arnold. It's taken us 3 years to find the right cover for Trent, and now we have it, apparently. I don't know how good Ramsey's going to be, but the club think he is the ideal cover. That's why Nico Williams has gone. So the club think it is Ramsey. So he's the ideal cover. But look at the sort of player they bought in Trent's position. They haven't gone and bought a Trent-esque player or a tremendous fullback that can push Trent out of the team. They haven't gone for that sort of right back. So when you look at Salah's position, what sort of right-sided forward do you think we should get as a team that can cover for Mo in that position? And if he needs to only play 60 minutes in a game and come off with half hour to spare, who comes off? When he comes off, someone's going to get half hour. And the quality is not going to be a massive drop, but also happy to sit on the bench. That is a big dilemma. Dilemma. I hear people saying Rafinha. Rafinha's going to cost you 60 million and he's nowhere near as good as Mo Salah. So he's never going to push Mo Salah out of the team. Yeah? And he's not going to be better than Mo Salah when he plays. So Mo's still going to play every week. But Rafinha ain't going to be happy sitting on the bench playing second fiddle to Mo. Same with Anthony from Ajax. So you've got to be clever in this situation, looking in the transfer market for that particular player. And that's why it's very difficult. That's why it was hard to get the right cover for Trent. It took 3 years. The club now think they found it. Eventually, they might find the right cover for Mo. But, yeah, Mo will play every game, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree. Don't think Taki was physical enough for English football. Did he ever give him the chance, though? That's my only problem with Taki. Bobby will be great for Carvalho development. Yeah, that's true, actually. A few bob for Nat Phillips. We are not selling Nat Phillips. Wash your mouth out of Ace with Flowers. We can't sell Nat Phillips. I don't think we will either. I think he'll go on loan. It's Christy Hemme. It's definitely Christy Hemme. It's not Dawn Marie. It's not Dawn Marie. No, it's definitely Christy Hemme. Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. And can you blame Vince? Yeah. Come on, Jay. Of course, you're my friend. You're the big homie, and the debate is going to be dope, Jay. I can't not wait. I may be a little late coming back from the cinemas, but I'll be there. No worry, my man. Yeah, you're going to see 4 later, aren't you? Big up to you, my friend. Big up to you. Let me know what it was like. Yeah, but I'm glad we're friends, my man. You're a great bloke. We need a backup from owner midfielder. Yeah, Jack Mack is the man. Hannah alone. Just subbed, looking forward to the debate. Thank you very much, Hannah. You just subbed, and there's me eating McDonald's fries alive on air. I really do apologise. I've just, I've had no breakfast, and my wife just brought up McDonald's fries. What you meant to do? What you meant to do when your wife just brings up McDonald's fries and you never knew she bought them? You have to eat them. Do you know what I mean? There's no better fry. There is no better fry in this world than a McDonald's fry. I don't care. I'll fight anyone on it. Sounds like a mad show. I'm going for Suarez with a hat trick of hat tricks against Norwich. Big ups. Okay, it's going to be a mad one, guys. It's going to be a mad one. I can't wait for it to happen. It's going to be a good one. Big up, Matthew. Yeah, been doing good. How you been? Matty boy, I've been good, my man. I hope your exams went really well. And I hope you get all the grades you possibly wanted, man. And you go on to do big and better things as you grow. That's what I hope for you, my friend. Edward Marie had a little bit more spice to her. I know what you mean by spice. Yeah. We know what you mean by more as well. Yeah. Hey, Vase. Yeah, big up Hannah. Big up Hannah in the house. Yeah, sorry if anyone's new to the channel today and they've just come on and seeing me eating McDonald's fries. I don't usually do this, but my wife just brought up some to the room, and the McDonald's fries, guys. I can't just leave them there looking at them. It's very tempting, but got to have a couple, ain't you? Big up Ali. How you doing, my man? Big up Jamie. This is a Bobby decision, not ours. We'll offer Bobby a deal if he wants to stay. I think he will as well. I think he wants to stay. Yeah, he loves the club. He loves the city. Jamie having McDonald's and watching you. Yeah, same. I'm having McDonald's and watching everyone. Remember when we signed Bobby in 2015? It was between him and Carlos Bacca or Rondon. Do you remember that? Sorry, guys. I remember that, Andrew. I remember that so well, my man. Yeah, I remember Sky Sports put up a breaking news thing that Liverpool were interested in 3 attackers: Carlos Bacca, Rondon, or Bobby Firmino. And I never really heard of Bobby Firmino, and I knew Carlos Bacca and Rondon was. And I was thinking, I wouldn't mind Carlos Bacca, Carlos Bacca is a Colombian international. He's a goal scorer. I wouldn't mind him. And then I'm glad I was wrong, because eventually Carlos Bacca was dog shit. Rondon can't run. And yeah, Bobby was the best choice by a mile, weren't he? Massive player. I'm watching King Kong and watching your stream as well, Jamie. Big up there. The wire was boss. Fabinho can learn off Bobby. Yeah, that is true. That is very, very true. What did my man just send me? Tiago. Yeah, exactly. Bobby is the new Michael Owen. In what way, my friend? I mean, Michael Owen was finished at 28. All this Bobby slander. No Bobby slander from me, Hannah. I love the boy. Yeah, I'm all with Bobby. I'm a Bobby man. Bobby's the man, in my opinion. You can't touch Bobby when I'm about. Big up Anna joining as well today. And then the first thing she sees is my big gob eating McDonald's chips. I do apologise, Hannah. I do apologise. Jamie, you are the best show chatting here, mate. You're a legend. Big up to yourself as well. Big up to yourself. Who else we got in the chat here? Jamie, Ali A. Jamie, this will be down to Bobby if he's willing to stay on. What is one or to take a pay cut or stay with us? We won't go higher because of his form and injuries. I don't think we'll offer him a contract. I don't think we're anywhere near. I'll be surprised if we're anywhere near offering him a contract. I think the club want to see it out. Maybe we get to January after the World Cup, and if Bobby's stayed fit all that time and contributing and that, and he's looking all right, then maybe we will. I mean, it's like gang and deep. Yeah, I'm done with Bobby in the false nine. I only think Bobby will be a regular figure in our team if we ever switch to a 4-2-3-1 on a 10. If not, we persist with a 4-3-3. He'll come on for impact and start occasionally. Big up gang and deep. I understand that, man. It's hard to disagree with that. It's hard to disagree. Big up Mohammed. Hello, I'm from Egypt, the country that brought you the Egyptian king. Big up Mohammed. All the way from Egypt. Big up, my friend. Thank you for coming in today. I do appreciate it. Really do appreciate it, my friend. Jay, I hope this doesn't happen. If we don't win anything, we fall short by 1 or 2 points in the Prem. What happens then? Nothing. We just try again the following season. It's the way Jurgen Klopp is. Klopp ain't going to worry about that. Now, Pep Guardiola would be like, sweaty. If Pep Guardiola lost the Premier League last season to us by 1 point, he would be the most miserable son of a bitch on the face of the earth. He will probably be horrible to live with. He'd be thinking nothing about how I can make that 1 point different and overturn it. I bet Klopp went home at the end of last season, went on holiday and thought nothing of it. I literally bet you right now, Jurgen Klopp last season, we lost the league by 1 point. He was devastated, of course, on the night. Absolutely devastated. Gave his interview and all that, talked to the team and all that, sent them on holiday, went on holiday himself, and probably thought nothing more of it. And all he thinks now is like, we just got to try and compete with Man City as much as best we possibly can. That's how Klopp thinks. So if the same thing happened this season, next season, Klopp would probably just think, here's what it is. We try and go again the following season. That is Jurgen Klopp's mentality. That's how he thinks. Now, some of us might not... Some of us might not think like that. Some of us might not like that thought process, but that's how actually Jurgen thinks. Bobby only had some injuries last season, and when he was fit, he still did a good job for us when he played. I agree, Phil. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I'm all for giving him one more season. If he can get himself match fit this season, coming and look decent, contributing some goals, contributing his gameplay, and look decent again, then I'm all for it. But if he doesn't, then it's time to go. That is just my personal opinion. Would Diogo Jota switch position with Diaz or Darwin? He can play left or 9, Mohammed, left or 9. I stand with Vince, unless the allegations get wild. I'm with you, Savage. I'm with you. At the end of the day, they all accepted that money. They didn't have to take it. Carvalho, Nunez, Jota, Salas, Diaz, sell Bobby and sign a backup for Mo, in my opinion. Fair enough, my friend. I'm not going to say anyone's wrong on their subject. Look, I am not going to tell anyone they're wrong. I'm not going to tell anyone they're wrong because this video is about what your expectations are, not what I'm telling you. It's all for everyone. I want to know everyone's expectations of Bobby. I'm getting some in the chat. Some like keep him, he's an asset. Some like no, it's finished, he needs to go. And I'm with it. Like it's all about expectations, guys. No one's here right, no one's wrong. That's what I love about it, guys. That's what I love about all you lot in this community as well. You're all top people. You're all top people. Apologies, I haven't got to everyone's chat yet. If you have just come into the live chat, big up to you. If you've just subscribed to the channel, massive up to you as well. Thank you for coming in on this Saturday, lovely Saturday day. I've got 60 people watching me on a Saturday afternoon. Gorgeous weather out there. You guys are all watching me. Beautiful people. Thank you very much. I will get to your chats, guys. I'm a bit far off at the moment. I'm a bit far back. It's like I'm on chats that came in at 1:37 this afternoon. It's now 1:56. That's how far back in the chat I am. But I'm going to get through all your chats, guys, because I need to know what everyone feels in the Bobby Firmino situation. So if you've just come in and said hello and all that, I'm not going to miss your chat. I'm not being rude. I will get to you. Just hold tight. Thank you for watching. I appreciate the love. People want LFC to be Abramovich Chelsea so bad with his cutthroat stuff. If our club was ever to be run like that, I could enjoy it. There would be no point investing in a player or a manager. That's a good point, actually. I wonder how Chelsea do, invest themselves into their club when a manager goes every year and things like that. So I should mute when I put them when I'm eating. I do apologise, but these McDonald's fries, guys, they're getting cold now, but they're still nice, and they're sitting right next to me. You know what I mean? It's very hard to ignore them. I do apologise. Big up, Leo. How you doing, my friend? The main players can't be rotated like VVD, Salah or Ali. No, exactly, Ali. I agree. Them players, there's no point rotating them players. They're your best players. Victor, we'll come back to you, my friend. Fans think it's FIFA 22. Big up, Danny. How you doing, Danny? How you doing, my friend? How you doing, my friend? How you doing? Jay and Savage need a non-football show now and again. Oh, that's happening. Don't worry about that. Me and Savage have plans. We will do something. Don't worry about that. We will do a non-related football show. We're just going to talk about. I might do it on his channel, my channel. We're going to do something, guys. Don't worry about it. The players can be rested now. More now with 5 subs, and depending on what score it is at half time, 60 minutes, etc. So I expect even more full throttle football during the 90 minutes. Do you know what, James? I was actually thinking that to myself yesterday when I was thinking about making a video today and what sort of video to make. And that subject was coming up on my mind as well. Do you think, does everyone think, I'll ask the question as well to the live chat. Big up James there with the question. To the live chat, do you think this season coming, we will see a more full throttle, old school kind of Liverpool approach to games? Like we did over Buvac. So when Buvac was in assistant to Klopp, we went full metal, heavy metal football. Do you see, does everyone expect to see that a little bit more next season? Now we've got the 5 sub rule. So you can change half your team in one match. You know what I mean? You have 10 outfield players. You can literally change half your outfield in one game now. So we could afford to go a bit more gun-ho in team in size like we used to. Let me know in the live chat, guys. Let me know in the live chat what you think. That's a good question. Barrington Young, big up to you. I don't know if it's your first time in chat. I don't remember seeing your name, but you might have been in before. I apologise if you have. It's good to rotate players to keep them on their toes. So I disagree, especially if they're off form, which seen that happen last season. I agree with the off form bit. If players are off form, they need to come off. There's no doubt about that. Don't matter who you are. If you're off form for many games, time to come out. But my only problem is the best players in the world never usually get rested. Now, De Bruyne never usually gets rested for Man City unless he's got an injury. The problem with De Bruyne is that De Bruyne does get quite a few injuries, and that's the only time he's missing for City. If De Bruyne's fit and ready to play, he usually starts games. Sometimes he's on the subs bench because Pep has got so much squad, but De Bruyne, if you ask Pep, how many games could De Bruyne play next season? Pep would probably say, I'd want him to play every Premier League season if he's injury-free and he stays fit and he's not in the red zone. Then he'll play every game because he's his best player. Messi never got rotated. Never got rotated. Ronaldo never got rotated. Henry never got rotated. Suarez never got rotated. The Lewandowski never got rested and rotated for Bayern Munich. Never. Why would you do it? Why would you do it? Why would you do it? Now, rotation for the other players is key. You want to keep your best players on the football pitch at all times and rotate random. That's what you want to do. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I could be right. You guys could be wrong. You guys could be right. It's just an opinion, guys. I'm all for it. Jamie, I saw yesterday Mane training Bayern Munich team. Was weird. He was close to Alphonso Davies. I'm not really bothered. Jamie, I think we wanted Neto, but his injuries. Yeah, Neto's injury. He's never really recovered from them properly yet, has he? What if Mo gets injured? Then none of our players we currently have. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We do need cover, but it needs to be the right cover, my friend. It needs to be the right cover. Like Pedro Neto, he's not got over his knee injury. He keeps getting little knee injuries all the time since. He's never fully recovered. Now, if Pedro Neto, that sort of player would have been perfect if he never got his knee injury because he's not been the same player since. And he keeps getting little injuries ever since. So I'm with you, Lo. Neto would be perfect. That sort of player, that's what we need to look at in the transfer market. We need to get a player that has got quality, but knows they are not going to play every game because the player we buy is very unlikely to be better than Mo Salah. So they're not going to push Mo out the team. But we need a quality player to come in just in case Mo does get injured. If Mo does get injured and he's out for 5 games, we need a player that's got quality enough to come in games and do a job and keep the balance there. You know, because at the moment we haven't got that. But it's that player that's difficult to find. And Pedro Neto could be that player. You know, it could be £30 million. You know, wages wouldn't be that high. And he would be like, yeah, okay, I'm not going to play many games, but when I do, I try and take my chance. And the quality level is not going to be from here to all the way down there. Do you know what I mean? It might be Salah here, Neto like here sort of thing. You know what I mean? It's not going to be like a massive, massive, massive drop. And that's what we need. That's what we need, in my opinion. So we're going to get a Salah replacement. It needs to be a replacement that you've got to be clever with it. You can't just go and get a Rafinha. That ain't a Salah replacement because Rafinha's not going to play because Salah's better than Rafinha. And Rafinha's going to get the hump because he knows he's a good footballer that could be playing 90 minutes every week at another team. You know, so that sort of replacement's not the one. But a Neto, like you say there, my friend, a Neto could be the one. Something we could look into. You know, especially with his injuries, we probably can get him a bit cheaper. And if Liverpool think he's away from them injuries now and his knee's okay, then that could be a good one. Jamie, you get a young winger. Yeah, I mean, it could be the youth. It could be the youth, Ali. We need to make sure we have quality on the right-hand side. I think it's best Liverpool wait until they find someone of his quality who can do at least get into that level. Yeah, exactly, Barrington. Big up to you, my friend. So that's exactly what I'm saying. See, Diaby, I know everyone's talking about Diaby from Bayer Leverkusen, but I think Diaby will think he can play now. I don't think Diaby will want to go to Liverpool and know he's never going to play because he's got quality, no doubt about it, and he's absolute lightning, but he's not better than Mo Salah. And because he's not better than Mo Salah, he's not going to play. Simple as that. But if Mo's injured and misses 5 or 6 games, Diaby comes in, perfect. That's all. But Diaby's got to be happy knowing that he's coming to a massive club and he's got the best right-sided forward in world football. He's not going to play above him. This is why the transfer market is very difficult when you're looking for Mo Salah cover. It's the same with Trent. There was a shitload of right-backs in the world we could have bought. But they need to be the right cover because Trent's going to play every game. That's another work. Jota can cover for Mo easy in a way. I don't know if Jota can cover the right-hand side, boss man. I don't know if he can cover the right-hand side. I think Diaz, out of all the players we got, I think Diaz is the one who can cover on the right-hand side. Taki looked quality last season. I thought Taki was brewing to have a good season ahead. Could see the improvement in his game last season. I absolutely agree with you, my man. I didn't want Taki to go. I didn't want Taki to go either. I totally agree. I hope we are putting a buyback clause in there. Some of the youngsters that have potential. Probably. That's it, 1%. We can't lose Mane and Bobby. These players have been pivotal to Klopp's system. Exactly, I agree. Big up to coming into the chat today, my friend. If it is your first time in the chat today, guys, if you've not come into the Liverpool in the Jamie Phillips Football Chat's live chat before, guys, put a thumb up in the chat right now. Put a thumb up emoji in the live chat right now, guys. If this is your first time into the live chat today, or you've just subscribed to the channel, and I'll give you a big shout out in the channel, guys, if it is your first time. Colonia FC. With Ramsey signing, does Trent move into midfield? Then we can play hybrid 5 at the back when necessary. I had this feeling with Trent yesterday. I think I spoke about this yesterday as well. So with Ramsey, I was thinking, like, I know people want to get Trent further forward. I don't think Trent will play in midfield per se, but you could play 4-4-2 in this system. You could play 4-4-2 in this Liverpool system, yeah? You could play Salah and Darwin Núñez as a top two. You can then play Fabinho and Thiago as your middle two. Diaz on the left side of midfield. And then on the right-hand side, you could play Trent. And you play Ramsey at right back. So I've been thinking of that. If we ever had to go to 4-4-2 in a game, like not the starter match, because Klopp would never do that. But he's gone in twice last season, he went to 4-4-2. And I'm thinking he could do that. You know, you could go Salah and Darwin up top. You could bring Ramsey on at right back and put Trent at right-sided midfield, Diaz at left-sided midfield, Thiago and Fabinho in the middle. I think that could cause trouble. I think that could cause problems. McDonald's fries are the best. KFC ones are horrendous. Wonder what they are. KFC chips. I don't know what KFC's done at all. Full stop. KFC's chicken shit. Their skin is no more is soggy and not crispy, and their fries are terrible. I don't know what skin on fries. Get out of here. Yeah, KFC are the best. KFC used to be amazing, absolutely amazing. KFC is shit now. If you're a South Londoner, go to Morley's. That's what you want. You want Morley's chicken. Where is Núñez? On holiday, I think. What is your expectation when Mane goes to Bayern? What was your expression when Mane goes to Bayern? I wasn't bothered. I weren't totally bothered. I actually believed it was the right time for Mane to go. I actually think this season was the right time for Sadio Mane to go. Núñez's first training session with us is today, guys. Big up, Núñez. What is your expectation expression when I just said that? Do you like McDonald's, Jamie? Nice one. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hi, Joe. How are you doing, Joe? Big up to you if you're first time in here. Hope you're doing well. Pep would have 100% left City if they lost out twice like we have. Definitely. To Jamie, today's Eid for all the Muslims. Eid for all the Muslims. Sorry. Big up. So everyone who's celebrating Eid today, much respect to all of you. Hope you have a fantastic day. I don't know too much about the Muslim faith, so I'm not going to pretend I do. But I've got a lot of people in the chat that are Muslims and stuff like that, and celebrating Eid today. So big respect to you. I hope you have a very, very blessed day, a great day, and with your family and your friends and everything celebrating. So. Yeah, special one from me to you guys. I don't know much about it. I do apologise if I sound daft right now and an idiot. I'm not sure. But big up to everyone celebrating Eid, and much love to all of you as well. Daddy, I have a question. I've just read his name, Squirtle, all over my face. Jesus. No, not really, but I do expect you to be more prepared and flexible. Subs playing on and off and on. Depends on the gun-ho, the team we are playing against. Storm Thomas, big up to you. That is very true. Mr. Bud in the house. How you doing, Mr. Bud? We need a midfielder. We can't go into a season without a new midfielder coming in. I agree. I don't think we will play full throttle, not for 90 minutes. We might learn to play slightly different to deal with teams that comes against us with the low block football. Barrington, big up to you. That's a great answer, my man. Great answer. Sue. I reckon Ox will settle for being a backup right winger to save his Liverpool career. I said that a while ago. I've said that a while ago. I think Ox is better off the right-hand side than he is in midfield. Don't know what it is. McDonald's fries are even nice cold. What is that about? They're even nice cold. Darren O'Connor in the house. How you doing, Darren? It's a World Cup year, so most players will still want to play regularly, not to be second fiddle. It's a very good point. It's a very, very good point. If you're buying a player this summer, that player wants to know they're going to play first team football every week because, as you say, Darren, it is a World Cup year, and you make a great point there. I think DRB will be happy. Is Sane's age as Neto and can cover left wing and right wing, Jamie, but I think we'll go for Neto because of his injury problems and he wouldn't mind being on the bench. See, that thing about wouldn't mind being on the bench, I don't think any player minds being on. I think no player minds being on the bench, but I do know what you mean. I know what you mean by it. I think every player wants to play, but when you got someone in a position that you're in, but Mo Salah's in that position, what it does to you as a player, you know straight away, like Mo Salah's in my position. So I'm joining the club, but I know Mo is going to play most of the games. I'm okay with that because it's Mo Salah. So what I'm going to do when I get my chance and in training, I am going to look the best version of myself I can possibly be so I can eventually take Mo Salah's spot. That is the mentality of footballer I want at our football club. That's why we don't go for players like Rafinha's and stuff like that with their attitudes. That is why we don't do that. So if we had a Neto, if a Neto came in and he did feel fit and away from these injuries and away from the injury, he thought Liverpool's the best place for him, and he's thinking, right, Salah's in my position. Mo Salah's the best right-sided forward in world football. There's no doubt about that. 30 goals every season. I'm not that yet. But what I can do in training is show the manager I can get to that level. I'm going to show the manager I'm the best Pedro Neto I can possibly be. So when he does call upon me, I'm not going to let him down and then go give him a headache eventually between me and Mo. That is what you want as a mentality of a footballer coming in that is going to be the player behind Mo in the right-hand side, in my opinion. Jason Best in the house. How you doing, my friend? I'm doing well, Jason. I'm doing well. KFC skin is amazing. It's not as good as it used to be, Jason. It's not. I mean, I'm an old boy now, so I used to like. It used to be so much more crispy, but it is tasty still. But it's just a bit wet now, ain't it? With it being World Cup year, players will be looking to not to risk their spot for their countries. Exactly. I don't know if you remember me. Boutini was on the stream watch last week. Yeah, I remember you, Jason. Love that. No future KFC sponsorship for Jamie. Then no, fuck KFC. Fuck KFC. If a certain Golden Archies wants to come over here, you know, I'll happily eat all that. I happily eat all their products online. No doubt about that. If they want to do that. I just stuck a chip in my gob. I do apologise. They're still there. I can't help it. They're right in front of me. What would you guys do? Yeah, McDonald's fries right in front of you. You can't help yourself. I'm telling you. Anyone watching this on the replay later? You thinking, Jamie, what the fuck are you doing? It's McDonald's fries. They're sitting right in front of me. I didn't even ask for them. My wife just brought them up. What am I meant to do? Big up, my friend. Just subscribe, just in the channel. What's up, Jamie? Big up, my friend. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Don't forget, be here tonight at 8 p.m. as well, UK time. 8 p.m. tonight. Got a massive debate on my show. Got loads of great guests. Got 7 guests on the show. It's going to be amazing. Could be a few fights, could be a few arguments, but it's all in the name of love. You know, we all get on. We're all good friends. And it's going to be a good one. It's Luis Suarez versus Thierry Henry on the show at 8 p.m. tonight. The big debate. A lot of people have been talking about it online. You know, if you go on Copyish, Drifty was mentioning it the other week. He even put it up on Twitter, and a load of Arsenal came for him. No, Arsenal came for him. You can't mention Henry without Arsenal fans will come for you. You know what I mean? They will knock on your door. They will find your address. So I'm here for it. I'm trying to get Gooner Lee on. He ain't got back to me yet, I don't think. He did say he thinks he can make it. I want Gunali on because obviously he's an Arsenal boy. Omri's his man. So I'm hoping he can make it. I haven't heard from him yet. I'm hoping he can make it, though. I'm hoping he can make it. Gunali, if you're watching this, go and look at your bloody DMs. There you go. There you go. There you go. I remember I'm an Arsenal fan. Opinions on yesterday. Big up, Jason. So Jason's an Arsenal fan. So Jason, make sure you're in the chat tonight at 8 p.m. Jason, because I want your opinion as well. Arsenal fans. I need Arsenal fans' opinions because I don't want a debate where we all agree. You know, we need people to disagree and agree to make it, you know, worth showing. So, yeah, I need people that don't disagree. I'm a Suarez guy, so I need people that disagree with me and go, no, Jamie, it's Henry all the way. And I'm going to tell you why it's Thierry Henry right now. That's what I need tonight on the show. So, Arsenal fans, make sure you join. Anyone knows any Arsenal fans? Share the video with them right now. Go and tag them on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, whatever. Go and get all the Arsenal fans. We need them. Jamie Salah's going to be this season. He has a break in the middle of the season. Salah's going to be different gravy, guys. Salah has got the summer off, firstly. Summer off. Signed his new contract. The man's going to be buzzing like a madman. Signed his new contract. He's going to show the team what he's got. He's going to be electric. And then he's got the winter off. When we break up for the World Cup for 6 weeks, the man's got the winter off for 6 weeks. Going to be different. Jota's mentality, yes. Jota's got great mentality. Big up the Jota as well. Proposed to his missus, getting married. Big up the Jota. And big up the Fabinho and his wife as well. Is it Rebecca? His wife, Rebecca. Big up to them too as well. They're expecting a baby boy, I do believe. Israel, I think they're naming him. So big up to them too as well. So much. And Jordan Henderson. How are we forgetting Jordan Henderson, our captain, my captain, your captain, our leader, MBE. Big up Jordan Henderson. Our captain, guys. Our captain. I agree with you, Jamie. We need someone who's not thinking I can change my spot. Giving Klopp something to think about. Spot on, mate. Big up, Barrington. Thank you very much, my man. What the? Come on, Jason. I need you there tonight, Jason. Jamie's going for that McDonald's sponsorship. Yes. Look, Mackie D's. If you're watching this, someone share this with McDonald's on Twitter. Someone share my video right now, McDonald's on Twitter. Look. Free advertising. Yeah. I will happily eat your product on my videos every day. Send them to me. I'll be happily do that for you, my guys. Bratella 7. Midfield needs improvement. Forwards are perfect. Big up to you, my friend. Yes, 8 p.m, Jason. I need you there, my man. I need you there. I need you to fight the corner of Thierry Henry. And later, you'll get the opinions of the Henry all day. There you go, Jason. That's what I want, man. Suarez is the best striker of his generation. I think Suarez is better than Henry. This is what I want, guys. I want this in the live chat as well. I want people agreeing and disagreeing in the live chat tonight as well. I want a debate on air and a debate in the live chat. You know, Suarez people, Henry people, debate it in the live chat as well. I want you all to enjoy it and have a great show tonight. Go for it, Jason. Big up, Jason. Jamie, Muslims literally bring McDonald's from like Dubai for other countries in the UK. Can't eat it here. That's how desperate we are. Jesus Christ. I think Suarez is a prick, but he's better than Henry. Yeah, I'm the same, man. I'm the same. Ali, can you say Suarez is better than Henry? Yeah, you go. The debate's already started. That's what we want. We want fresh debate over here. Come on, that's what we want. Jamie Hendo getting an NBA injury, better than likely every post Hendo and NBA. Our captain, my fucking captain, MBE. Now, people might not like Jordan Henderson. People might think he's a washed-up footballer. You guys can think whatever you want. It won't change my opinion on Jordan Henderson. I love Jordan Henderson. He's our captain, our leader. He's better than what people give him credit for. What he does off the ball is better than what people give him credit for. He's a tremendous footballer. My captain. Where were we? Michael in the house. Do you think there will be friendlies in the 6 weeks winter break to keep the players? I don't. I think what they might do training matches, Michael. Depending on the players they got. I don't actually know what's going to happen. So it all depends what squads are left for the teams when the World Cup happens. Now, so some teams might go, right, I've got 14 players available to me. I've got 14 players for me available. I might do a little pre-season. So they might take them for warm weather training, do some warm weather training, and a little bit of pre-season or something like that, like training matches. They won't be able to play friendlies against other teams because, other teams have got players at the World Cup and stuff like that. But I expect there to be a lot of warm weather training, stuff like that, especially with Liverpool. I expect Jurgen Klopp will take whatever's left. He'll either tell them to go on holiday and have a little break and chill out for a couple of weeks, or he might take them on warm weather training. One or the other. It might be one of the two. My fantasy team is Martinez, Trent, Diaz, Botman, Marcelo, Salah, Fabio Vieira, De Bruyne, Julian Alvarez, Darwin, Nunes, and Johnson. Big up Andrew. I don't like Suarez. Fantastic football. Hard to compare to Henry with him, as they're both great players. I know that's exactly why we're doing the debate, Barrington. It's going to be tasty, my man. Make sure you're here at 8 p.m. I've got some listening points to bring up. Interesting point. Edward, make sure you bring them up, my man. Make sure you bring them up. Jamie Henry is the best Premier League player of all time. Maybe. I can hear that. Jordanson, the captain of second place and silver medals. Ooh, ... No, my man. No, he's my captain, my leader, my captain. I need the link to sort you out the mat thingy, my man. Michael Justin Jordan. Get involved now. I'm going to finish up in a minute, my man. Barca Henry was awful. Suarez smashed it wherever he's been. Hendo will retire at Liverpool. This guy will be remembered fondly. And when he leaves, it'll be a sad day like Klopp and Gerrard, Jamie. Yeah, exactly. If I might have too many people, and there's only a certain amount of people. Jason, I've already got 8 people on, and there's only a certain amount of people I can actually have on the screen at one time. But get involved in the chat, Jace. Get involved in the chat. And Jason, if you're getting involved in the chat, I'll bring all your comments up in the chat, so don't worry about it. You get involved in the live chat, and I'll look for you and highlight your comments and bring it up to the boys in the chat, all right? But get involved in the live chat, my man. Yeah, I've got 8 people, and there's only a certain amount of people I can put on the screen at the same time. Jamie, do you think Hendo should be a starter in our midfield? I think his legs have gone. So many think he should start simply because he is a captain. I've said this already. I'll be surprised if he finishes many 90-minute matches next season. I don't think his legs have gone, but I don't think he will play many 90-minute games with the 5 subs. You don't need to. It'll prolong his career. So I don't see Henderson going anywhere, guys. Henderson is going to be at Liverpool for a long term. I think Henderson will probably retire at Liverpool. I just don't see him going anywhere else. I really don't. See, look, that Jace is bringing it already. Jace, this is what I want later, mate. This is what I want later, my man. Jay, could you do the best NBA player of all time, Jordan LeBron? I have no idea about basketball, Andrew. That's my only problem there, my friend. I have no idea about basketball. So it was not, I don't think it's a thing I could do because I don't know anything about it. Big up, Chet. Great stream, Jamie. Can't wait to watch tonight. Big up, John Conway. Jason says, get Robbie on. Get Don Robbie on. Don Robbie might be a very busy man. But share the chat, share it with him. Jason, share the video is on my channel right now. ready for tonight. Yeah, the thumbnail is there. Go and share it. Go and share the thumbnail with Dom Robbie and see what he says. Go and share it with him. So share it on YouTube, share it on Twitter, Instagram, wherever you follow him. Share it with him. See if he can come over. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, still good. Big up, Jason. Jason's the man. Big up, Jace. Thank you very much for coming, my man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Go and get him, Chase. Go and get the man. Guys, Titi Kamara is better than Suarez and Omri. Skater girl. Skater girl coming in right at the end. Bang. Guys, remember, 8 p.m. tonight. Please, 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 please. The thumbnail is in my channel right now. In my channel. Go and get the thumbnail. Share it around, guys. Share it around on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Share it with Arsenal fans. Share it with people you know. You know, I want people to come in on this video. It should be a massive one. Suarez versus Henry, the big debate. Who was better? I've got a massive load of people on the channel tonight. And, yeah, go and get them on. Go and get them on. Guys, I'll see you tonight at 8 p.m. Please, please, please share that video. It's going to be a good show. See you guys tonight.